Right, everybody, this is the pre-launch for the public dialogue server fundraising campaign. So now look, I'm not treating you like an audience. I'm not marketing to you. I have a collaborative attitude with people online. It bugs me that I'm always treated as somebody's demographic or something. It's not the way I take it, but that's okay. I'm compatible with that. But that's not how I look at it, okay? So this is a rough draft. I'm going to be editing this every day for 2 weeks to finalize it so that I have something that I won't have to change too much. So I'll probably add a log and for people to leave comments and stuff once the funding campaign is going on. And some of the descriptions don't have to be set in stone. I can keep, filling out all kinds of stuff. I would definitely like to have an idea of the very initial participant bylaw set in stone by the beginning of the fundraising. But to-do lists and other things we might figure out, things to change. With my secondary site, the Fi Club site, this is what we're calling a Tier 2 site. I will continue to use YouTube, and I'll just add support for the PDS when it becomes available. And this is, I just want to mention now where I'm going with these things, because see, for example, with my idea of structured conversation, we can, take advantage of the fact that people just like conflict, and they want conflict and not the collaboration, but it's either entertainment or it's conflict. And I want to, with the structured conversation, you could set up a ponage game and people watch the video, and when they think the person scored a point, they click a button and you add those up. But that's just part of the strategy. That's to distract that kind of energy, to give it somewhere to go, and it probably will be fun in certain cases. But really what I want to do more is with the structured conversation is, for example, you have a conversation that started not even as a debate, but what it is, you can look at it as a debate, but you'll see what I'm saying. Let's say you take a group of people that are going to do this conversation, like me, Fred, Graytex, To Be Serious, and Gary all decide that we're going to make a statement about there being no God. Could we? Okay, probably no. That group probably would, even though we're all atheists, would probably have a problem of, I would call, without theist type thinkers, we might have a problem with that. Me and Gary, a statement on, a policy statement on IRV. And that starts the debate. And we see if we can make such a statement. And then if we succeed, that becomes a statement in the public record, part of the public dialogue. And then this is how we can turn this energy into a voice. And even if you have just arguments done for combat, atheist versus young earth creationist, and it's a lot of it's going on and because of the entertainment value or whatever, there'll still be people watching that can turn that into these shared statements. And with the structure, we can see, we have recorded the thought process that ended up making that statement. So even if it's wrong, or especially if it's really wrong, think about the young earth creationists getting together and using this, and they'll make their statement, and I guess I won't probably agree with that and it'll be wrong, but it'll be clear how they got there. We'll have so much more information, and this is the kind of thing we can do with the public dialogue, and we just need this hardware thing taken care of, this tier 1, and set the standard. And then maybe even services like YouTube will get a little smarter about having a higher resolution understanding of the copyright law. But I wouldn't bet on it, because viral videos and entertainment videos with very low producer to viewer ratios, very minuscule, negligent, millions of viewers for one video maker. That business model that goes for that's not going to ever match the one where you want to have as many video makers as possible. You want to have that ratio be, I don't know, 1% or something. Okay, so I'm going to give you the link, right? And we're looking at the page right now that And it's a little different than what you've seen before, so I'll tell you, I know people always complain, but remember, you're a collaborator. If you run into a problem or it's confusing, just tell me, but I do want you to get the information. So basically, these things along here are the articles or slides. You don't have to pay attention to these, and you won't have those, and you don't have to log in. Yeah, you just click here and then that slide will shoot up. So like here I have the server costs. I got a bunch of the prices of, so I have 3 different servers and then some of the rent-to-own prices just to show you up there. I thought this was an interesting one. I just wrote up how I did the calculations and whatnot. Link to a bitrate calculator and a tip on how to do the calculations real quick. You can use the Google search text. We'll do math and convert, so it's pretty cool because you can, you know, multiply like I did kbps times 10 minutes, and it's smart enough to do all the thing and return the size. So yeah, various informational things. First passes at the participant bylaws. Should probably rearrange this. I might be rearranging these. Participant bylaws should go up. Oh, maybe they shouldn't. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to change this every day. So reading it is a matter of getting the information, and then if you're trying to also help me make this a good face for running the Indiegogo thing, you know, maybe presenting it to people that might not understand as much what's going on in this part of the conversation. Then I'm going to change this every day, and then I'll keep a list of what the changes are. And maybe I'll try to make videos too, real quick, to say what the changes are. So anybody that wants to like proof the text or is into this project and wants to make sure that it's all worded as well as possible, because I have a technical way of writing. I know the information's in there, but I'm open to advice. So. On the other hand, if people aren't into helping, I'm going to just keep going, and then we'll see in the Indiegogo. Because a lot of people have offered resource help, and that's cool. If they just want to trust me on figuring this stuff out, then, you know, I still like to get it all out on paper so that I can trust myself and go, yeah, that's a plan that I can do. And I do have a plan that I can do. And there's even some fallbacks. I would like to get an idea of how many people really do want to help do it, because there are various funding platforms. I mean, I figured out a way to do it for a year with the rent-to-own, that the budget has to be more like $6,200 instead of $7,000. And if I was really desperate, you know, you can maybe break that down. There's ways to be confident in conceivably without any incorporation fee and stuff. The risks aren't great. The main reason I want to do that right away is just because this is an organization that aims to protect, to make a legal determination of what's proper in protecting copyright, and that is a risk. I think you want to have an organization that takes on that mission, not an individual taking it on for all of us and anything any of us might say. But for an organization to do that, yeah, that's appropriate, and that's what we need. So yeah, go look at it, see what you think. These are the things you want to click to look at. You can also drag them out there, and that might confuse you, because if you click and move, you get this little thing, and then you drop it. It's like, what's going on? If you just click it, it'll go back, but it's also so that you can move it. As a matter of fact, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe the bylaws should go over here. Actually, this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So have fun, and give me feedback. And if it breaks or something, well, sorry about that. Okay.